So what are the basic qualities that I look for when I'm deciding if I'm going to be attracted to a woman or not, in terms of, am I going to see her regularly, would I like to see her again, and whatnot? And you know, one of the biggest qualities that I look for is comfort in her own body. Like, I'm literally asking myself, how comfortable is this girl in her own body? Why is that so important? Because I know if I'm with a girl that's comfortable in her own body, everything's just gonna go a lot smoother. Like, everything, the conversation's gonna be better. You know, she's gonna be more open probably and honest with me if I ask her some questions. She's not gonna have anything to hide. I feel just like she's more trustworthy. You know, how comfortable is she in her own skin? Obviously, another thing I look for is attractiveness, right? And I don't mean just like genetic attractiveness. I'm not talking like, you know, is she like a natural beauty queen or anything like that? She doesn't have to be like that. But does she take care of her of her appearance? Does she take care of her well-being and her health and her body? Does she make an effort? Does she make an effort to like wear somewhat fashionable clothes? You know, it doesn't have to be crazy outlandish, but there does have to be some quality of like, this girl took the time to like put herself together in a nice way. And I think any high quality guy expects that from a girl, because any high quality guy is gonna be doing that himself. Like, he's gonna make sure he, you know, shaves every day, or trims up his beard, you know, nice every day, or, you know, puts on a nice fresh shirt, you know, when he goes out. And just like a woman wants a guy to be well put together, the guys also want a girl to be well put together. Another thing I look for is confidence, and I mean confidence in like social situations. You know, I'll be observing the girl when she interacts with other people. If we're on a date or something and we walk into the grocery store because we're gonna buy maybe some ingredients to make food or something, you know, I'm looking at how she treat the checkout person. You know, how does she treat the little old lady that's bumped into her, or like the kid that's you know, I'm just looking generally for cues as to how does she relate to the world. And what I'm looking for is a mixture of empathy and compassion and sympathy with the world around her. You know, does she resonate with the things happening around her? You know, if somebody like reaches out to her unexpectedly, how does she receive that? Is she defensive? Is she open? Is she nervous? You know, how does she react to the environment and the world around her? So that's another thing I'm looking for. Why does that matter? Because, you know, the world is just a reflection of us. So the environments that we find ourselves in, the people that we hang out with, those are just reflections of who we are on the inside and what we're attracting on the inside. And so I know if I'm with a girl who, you know, is attracting good energy to her in her environment and responds well to that energy, that's bringing good energy into my life and attracting good energy around me. And that's what a high value guy wants. You know, he wants a woman not just for, you know, sex, not just for, you know, intimacy and companionship, but also for positive energy and the positive energetic benefits that come into his life as a result of her being there. So that's another thing I'm looking for. Another thing I'm looking for is, you know, does she have friends? Does she have, you know, her own kind of social life? You know, is she happy? Most of all, you know, is she happy with the social life and the friends that she has? And it doesn't mean she needs to have like, you know, a huge group of friends or massive social circle that's super cool or anything like that. It just means, does she have maybe one friend or maybe two friends that are really close, that, you know, could be girls, could be guys, could be gay guys, you know, whatever. But does she have some people that are close in her life that she regularly interacts with and has built a solid relationship of trust, right, with? Because that tells me what the potential is for us going forward. For a real lasting relationship to happen, a girl needs to be able to be your friend first, you know? And any attractive guy knows this, you know? He doesn't just want to date a girl for the ass, you know, for the sex and for the, you know, the sexual polarity, but he wants to date a woman who can be his friend, his close confidant, somebody he can trust, somebody he can share everything with, somebody he feels like best friends with, right? You want to be dating your best friend in a sense, you know, ideally. And very few people have this type of relationship nowadays, it seems like. It's hard to come by. It's not easy to come by, you know, a best friend and a lover at the same time. But that's what I'm looking out for, because why waste my time, you know? Like, I could, you know, we can date a lot of different people, you know, but ultimately it takes a lot of time and effort and energy and money to date people all the time. And you really want to shorten the curve, you know, to finding that person that you're really compatible with. And that's the mission that I'm on, at least. And you know, if you're interested in finding a guy that's looking for the same thing as you are, perhaps you want to look for those similar things, you know, and you want to know what guys are looking for. So if there's areas of your life that you think you could improve based upon some of these tips that I just mentioned, then you want to look at those. You want to look at those definitely. And beyond that, there's not a whole lot else. Mainstream society might have you think that you need to be a model, you know, a diva, some natural beauty, this bombshell, you know, or have this huge social life, you know, be super popular with people in order to find a guy that's a high quality guy, you know. But that's not true. That's not true at all. And so I wanted to sort of dispel some of that notion there, and just share with you some of my thoughts and some of my perspectives, and guy friends of mine as well who are also in the dating scene and dating wonderful women. If that sounds interesting to you, if you like this type of content, click the like button, subscribe below, and I'll be sure to bring more of this type of content. And if you want to share this with anyone else who might be benefiting from this information, please do so. And until next time, see you later.